What is up, guys? It's Mateo's 2020 Politics here, and today I'll be doing my second election prediction of the day because I haven't done too many videos lately. And this one will be Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont versus President Donald Trump. So, I already uploaded the Joe Biden versus Donald Trump video, and this will basically be a comparison. It'll be showing, hey, who's the better candidate, Joe Biden or Bernie Sanders? So I made Joe Biden lose somewhat narrowly. He won most of the safe states, but he lost Nevada and the Rust Belt, except for Pennsylvania. And I believe I made him lose New Hampshire too. So for the safe blue states, I guess we always start blue for some reason, or we used to be. I don't really make too many of these videos anymore. I will make this whole area safe Bernie because his support, unlike Joe Biden's, who's mainly white and black support, Bernie has more of a mixed coalition. So there's a good amount of white support, a good amount of African American support, a good amount of Latino, Asian support, other races. So it's pretty mixed, and that's definitely going to help him in this election. So he gets Virginia, and I'm going to give him New Hampshire, and along with that, I'll give him most of Maine, but just maybe not the second electoral vote because Trump won that in 2016. We'll see how that fares. And I'm giving Bernie Sanders much of the Northeast because he has a strength there. He's, first of all, from the Northeast. He's from the state of Vermont. And that's going to help him in states like New Hampshire and Maine because they're very much close to each other and have similar types of voters. The Northeast is known for not only being white but also liberal. They're progressive. They have mainly Democratic voters, but they're progressive Democratic voters, so they'll definitely support Bernie Sanders. I'm thinking of straight up giving Bernie Sanders the Rust Belt because he'll do so well there, but I don't really want to give the election away. So I'm going to give him Michigan, and I will give him Wisconsin and Pennsylvania. He already wins. So I'm sorry, I tried to make it as suspenseful as possible, but I have to do the safe states, and I do see Bernie picking the Rust Belt up pretty quickly. Actually, you know what? I think Pennsylvania will eventually go to Bernie, but just not in quick enough for it to be considered a safe state. So I'll leave that one as a battleground for now. But we do have to acknowledge the fact that he does very well in the Rust Belt with the working class voters of all races. I don't really see him doing well in the South. That's just not really a place where I could see him performing well. Somebody like Joe Biden would have performed there well, and Hillary Clinton would have performed there well too. But even she can win any southern states, even Florida in 2016. So I guess these are the rest of the these are the rest of the battleground states here, and this electoral vote from Maine. So already Bernie has a significant lead, 258 to Donald Trump's 195 electoral votes. So right off the bat, I'm going to give Bernie Sanders all of Maine, but then I'll give Donald Trump Florida, and I'll give Bernie Pennsylvania. Those are really the quickest states we could decide. And we already have Bernie Sanders winning, so already he's a better candidate than Biden. But could he win even more states? That's really up to debate. So I don't really. I think I see Bernie actually carrying Iowa because a while ago I would have made Iowa safe for him because he mainly had white support at the time in 2016, but now his support is more diverse, and we know that in the Rust Belt, many farmers are feeling betrayed by Donald Trump. Starting last year, there were a bunch of farmers saying, "Hey, Donald Trump hasn't done anything for us. We feel betrayed. We might even not support him in 2020." So, actually, you know what? I'll keep Iowa a battleground, but I'll instead give Ohio to Bernie because of the fact that not only it's a Rust Belt state, which Bernie's liked in, and they're starting to turn against Trump, but it also has a relatively high black population. And Bernie, of course, thrives Although in 2016 he mainly thrived with white voters, now he of course thrives with a mixed range of voters. So yeah, I'll give Ohio to Bernie. The real battlegrounds of this video, I'd say, are Arizona and Iowa, and I don't really know where they'll go. I think at the end of the day, I'll narrowly give Arizona to Donald Trump, just because of the fact that in order to win Arizona, only somebody like Julian Castro could have done it. Somebody who has very strong Latino support, and specifically not just somebody with Latino support, because anybody with Latino support can win a state like Virginia or Nevada. Somebody that specifically runs on immigration, who has a support to, who's supported by immigrants. Somebody like Julian Castro could really excite Arizona voters because of the fact that not only they're Latino, but his signature issue was immigration, and he could definitely won that state because it meets the border. So, but I don't really think Bernie can win that state as much as he does have Latino support. I don't think his support really goes as far as Arizona because he didn't really talk about immigration much. His strength would mainly be in the Rust Belt, and Iowa's very tricky because on the one hand it's a Rust Belt state, but on the other hand, it isn't as Rust Belty as, let's say, Wisconsin, Michigan, or Pennsylvania. It's like it's I'd say like 75% Rust Belty. That's even a term, but not 100% Rust Belty. So it's like a Rust Belt. It's a so-so Rust Belt state, but it also has a pretty high white population. In 2016, if it were Bernie against Trump, Bernie would have easily won this state, but now support is more mixed. But I think I'll actually give Iowa to Bernie Sanders just because of the fact that Trump will mainly just do well with the white support. And even then, he won't do well in the Rust Belt because, Rust Belt voters feel very much betrayed by him. And, not only they'll feel betrayed by Trump, but they'll see Bernie and they're like, oh my gosh, my savior, I have to support this guy. And also, Trump just generally isn't liked in Iowa, so that's why I'll give it to Bernie Sanders. So, thank you for watching this video, guys. I might make a third video today. So this was right now we have Bernie Sanders at 303 electoral votes. Sorry, I keep getting confused with delegates because we're in the primary process. Versus Donald Trump's 235 delegates. Electoral votes, damn Mateo. So that means that Bernie Sanders will become the 46th president of the United States of America. See you guys later, and bye.